It was just a whole lot of big backery. Hello, in today's vlog, I talk a little bit about the things I'm changing in order to reach my goals of unbigging my back. I thought that it would be a good idea to start with my coffee. This plays a big role in the things that I'm changing because I drink a lot of coffee. So I've been liking a cold coffee lately. Today I'm making an iced coffee, the new version. I'm gonna make an espresso. Right, we're gonna do that. While my espresso is hot, I am going to take a little bit of honey, dipping half of the spoon in, letting this happen. My hot coffee and letting it melt. Is honey the healthiest thing I could be putting in my coffee to like sweeten it? I don't know. You let me know. But the biggest change I've changed my milk. Okay, I spoke about this in my previous vlog. And again, I always feel like I'm that meme where people make fun of vegan people for saying they're vegan every 2 seconds. I feel like I'm doing that, but saying the opposite, like saying that I used to be vegan. So because of that, I have a hard time with dairy milk when I'm at home or when I have the choice. But I've made a big change because what I used to buy was the sweeteners for like the creamers, not the sweeteners, the alternative milk creamers, like the silk one, and I would put that in my coffee along with regular oat, almond, or soy milk. Change, okay? It's not much of a change, but it's a big change for me, where I now get the unsweetened almond milk. I love this brand, one of my favorite ones. I just would never buy the unsweetened ones because your girl loves sugar. So I did that, and it's 30 calories per cup opposed to the usual 60 to 90 calories. I'm just trying not to have them at all or as much. Big changes I have made to my coffee. For me, they're big changes. Or a little bit of milk. Whoa, of course that would happen when I'm filming it. It's hilarious. Anyways, that is one of the changes I have made to my everyday coffee consumption. If you have any ways that I can, like any suggestions where I can make my coffee super low calorie but still taste somewhat, say good, but like sugary is what I mean when I say good. So if you have any suggestions on how I can make my coffee, I would love to hear. That is it for the change in my coffee. I thought that I'd show a little bit of what I've been eating. Tonight I am making taco bowls. I'm using the lean ground beef that I bought at Costco that I showed in my last vlog. I'm seasoning it with this seasoning that we also bought at Costco that we've had for a minute. Onions, and I'm gonna fry them with some peppers. I'm making a little bit of rice. I'm going to cut up some lettuce, some corn. Oh, I'm not gonna cut up the corn. I bought canned corn. I didn't buy sour cream because I feel like the plain yogurt kind of does a good job at it. I mean, it's not exactly the same. I'm making a taco bowl with the base being a little bit of rice. Trying to learn how to have things in moderation too. That's a big thing. So yeah, a bit of rice, mostly lettuce, and then the vegetables that I have, which I think is just going to be corn and the onions and peppers that I'm making. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pulling a blank, but whatever. I'll show you later, so you'll see. But yeah, that is what I'm making for this evening as a healthier version of a dinner that I would, oh yeah, and cheese. Yes, we have marble cheese that I will grate and put a bit on top. Okay, so this is a habit that I changed, or I don't know what, something I'm proud of doing, or that I want to capture. So I have a therapy appointment. Usually what I would do is prepare supper for home and then tell myself, you know what, since I'm gonna be out, I'll grab something. That something usually is a wrap from McDonald's. Like the chicken wraps, you know? The snack wraps. I think they're called snack wraps. They're wrap eclairs here in Quebec. I think they're snack wraps everywhere else. Whatever, doesn't matter. It would be one of those and an iced coffee from McDonald's. Occasionally a fry too. So make it a trio, you know? And that would be my dinner instead of the home cooked dinner that I made everybody else. that I should be eating. It's usually something healthy.
But yeah, because I'm a fatty McFatty.
And that's what I want to eat. Usually, actually, anytime I would go out where like I wouldn't have time to have a dinner or something to eat, I would be like, oh, I'll grab that. And here's the thing. I know I have to make a whole video on this, and I think that I will soon, but I was vegan for many years. I feel like I was vegan for close to 10 years. So I chose not to have, which was probably good for me, McDonald's. I hadn't had anything from McDonald's in the entire years that I was vegan, so close to 10 years. And before that, the snack wraps were my favorite. Obviously, I like the fries, I like everything. But I never ate it so much because I saw it as what it is, which is unhealthy if you're gonna have it. I mean, anything in moderation is fine. Didn't grow up eating it a whole lot. I ate it as a teenager. But anyways, it was fine. It was never a problem for me. It was around, never thought about it, is what I'm trying to say. I even worked at McDonald's. Because I was vegan and then I wasn't, I feel like I went into a, oh my God, I could finally have this again situation. And so I was abusing it for some time, up until very recently. It became part of my my binge cycle, my binge foods. It was one of them. All that to say that usually that's something I would have done today in this schedule, which is at least once a week, where I have an appointment, and that's usually what I would do. But this time, what I did was I prepared dinner for everybody, and I put my dinner aside. Like I made taco bowls, or like the ingredients to make taco bowls. So I took my ingredients, put them on the side, and kept them there for when I go home. I'm not going to, and I haven't gone to get any McDonald's, any sweet coffee. The reason I didn't eat before going to my appointment was because it's too early for me to have dinner. And that's why I wouldn't have dinner in the first place. My therapy appointments are always around the same time, which is between like 4:30-ish. That's too early for me to eat dinner. If I eat at that time, by the time I come back, I'll want to eat again. Or I'll just get hungry early, like again in the evening. So yeah, I would not eat dinner and then come out and eat something, because I was like, oh, it's around dinner time, whatever, I'll eat. This way I don't have to eat at home. But this time I put my little Tupperwares on the side, and that's what I'm gonna eat when I get home. What I prepared, a healthy meal. And I'm very proud of myself for doing that. Yes, I am. Anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to put that in here. I will see you later. This pimple just keeps on getting worse throughout the day because I picked at it and then did my skincare, so I'm sorry. But for lunch, I'm making some tofu. I know it doesn't look very appetizing, but this is how I've been liking to make it for many years now. I put lemon, nutritional yeast, some salt and pepper. And I'm taking leftovers that I have from yesterday's dinner, which is peppers and onion that are cooked, corn, lettuce, and I'm gonna put it all in one of these wraps that I've been really liking. I feel like I keep on talking about them. I love a breakfast burrito type vibe. Anything wrap is really my favorite kind of food. These, I've been enjoying them. I'm gonna put a bit of marbled cheese and top it with Frank's Red Hot. Their slogan is I put that shit on everything, or whatever it is, and I literally do. I put this on everything. So yeah, I'm gonna make that. Nothing groundbreaking. I have gotten together a little like more of a low calorie breakfast burrito, and I enjoy it. It keeps me full. Also, I've been trying to, or like I've been unintentionally doing a little is it intermittent fasting? Because it's 12 and I'm gonna have my lunch now, and that's just kind of what I've been doing. It's not really intermittent fasting actually, if I have my coffee. Like when I showed my coffee before, it was when I woke up, and I think no, I don't think. I know that you're not, like, black coffee would be fine, but I do put honey in it and my milk, so it doesn't really count. But I've been waiting to eat my meals when I'm truly hungry. So for me, that's different. Okay, so if I remember and don't just shove this thing down my throat right away, I'll show you what my burrito looks like. And there she is before I roll her up. I would have liked to put some sour cream in here too. I just don't have, but it's fine. It's probably better that I don't anyway. But there she is in all her glory. So this is the fatness in me, but I also got these. I think I forgot to show them. I got these at Costco. And they are only it's 45 calories for 2 tablespoons of this, which is quite a bit if you think about it. And I like to put those in and on everything, really, just to give a little crunch. But I don't think I'm gonna do that because I have onions in there already, like cooked onions. So yeah, I don't think we need that today. I don't always have cooked onions and peppers. I did yesterday's dinner. Anyway, what was my point? Oh yeah, I'm thinking of maybe food prepping some like cooked onions and peppers and keeping them in the fridge just so that I can easily make breakfast burritos. I have food prep breakfast burritos for my daughter before, so I thought that maybe it could be a good idea to do for myself. It's something that's quick, because sometimes I get to the point where I'm so hungry that I'm like, I'm picking at things in the fridge before I'm eat or while I'm cooking, and that's cut the cameras. That's something I'm gonna have to stop doing. Okay, so it is dinner time and I am making chicken breast, as you can see here. I just put some onions in it too. I seasoned it with this seasoning that is, oh wait, hold on, wait, this seasoning that is Greek seasoning. Again, got this at Costco. As you can see, we use it quite a bit. I also just put some lemon. I put salt, pepper, obviously. What else did I put on this? A little bit of mustard and a tad of Greek yogurt. That's how I marinated it. And then I cut up some onions and garlic, threw it in the pan with a little bit of this extra virgin olive oil from, oops, oh my god, I'm dropping it, from Greece. I know that I need to be watching oil, and if not, to be counting it in my calories, which I am. But yeah, I use a tad of that this time because this is not just for me. So yeah, what am I gonna cook this with? I don't know. Think I'm going to do vegetables. Like, I have frozen vegetables, mixed frozen vegetables in the freezer, and then I have pita breads for my family. I think I'm just gonna have this alone with some vegetables and like maybe a salad, because I have cut up leftover salad here from yesterday that I cut up, and I've been using it for my meals today. So yeah, that is something I'm going to do. Usually, okay, so here, let me talk about the way this is different from what I would usually eat. So this is not unusual, making a protein or chicken even. It's chicken breast is my favorite. Not unusual, make it whenever I buy it, which is pretty often. Difference is I would usually have it with pita bread or tortilla bread, the regular one, not the tortilla bread I was showing before. And I would have multiple of them. Like, I'd have at least 2. And I would have it with tzatziki sauce. Tzatziki. What's his name say it? Tzatziki?
You ever had that zitzaki sauce?
Yeah, I would usually have it with like a load of that, which still would be fine. I just don't have it. I just, if I did, would have it with less than I'm used to. Or, yeah, than I want to have, actually. Not than I'm used to. And yeah, that's the difference, honestly. And then I would continue to eat. Like, I would have, like, quite a bit of just the chicken breast and then have, like, at least 1 or 2 pitas with it. Yeah. That's what's going to be different tonight. I'm not going to do that. Or that's what's different now. Anyway, I gotta get to finishing this. And then later this evening, I have a personal training session at 7 o'clock. And I guess I'll do an update on that. That is, I guess, another thing that is very different for me. I've been talking about it. I'm actually going to the gym. By going to the gym, I mean going to have personal training sessions. I have yet to be to the gym without my personal trainer. That will be the true test. Anyways, we'll get to it later. Today I am struggling. It is currently 9:30 in the morning, and if you haven't already saw, because I think it is in this vlog, but if this ends up being in the next one, I do mention that I am waiting, or have been waiting, till about 11:30-ish to have my first meal of the day. It was an unintentional intermittent fasting. Not really, because I do have a coffee with honey and almond milk in it, so it's not really fasting. It's just being able for me to condense my calories into a smaller period of time, I guess. I don't have like all day to just consume food. And it hasn't been a problem, but today I'm hungry. Am I hungry though? Or is it me just like looking for stimulation? I think it might just be me looking for stimulation. Or I don't know. And I feel like this is something I need to figure out. I've always been this way. Is it part of my ADHD? I think so. But I think it's also just part of how I'm used to being. I look for stimulation or like dopamine in some way, and it usually comes in the form of food, hence my food addiction and problems. Oftentimes I could just do something else that I enjoy or that I really have to do, I guess. Usually it's something that I have to do, because if I do something that something that I enjoy, because if I'm doing something I have to do, I'll be like,
I'm so hungry. I can't focus on what I'm doing. Let me eat something.
so yeah, I think it might just be me looking for stimulation. Like, I didn't really have anything to do. Everything was already done. I already had my coffee this morning, if I didn't just say that. And then it was at a point where I had finished giving my daughter her breakfast, having my coffee, cleaning up after breakfast. And then I'm just like I was going to start thinking about what I had to do for the day. And I was like, oh, I'm hungry. So are you really hungry? I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest. But then I'm like, well, it's fine, because I have yet to eat today, even though it's only 9:30. Like, let's relax. So it wouldn't be abnormal for me to be hungry or want to eat. But I'm really trying to see, here's my problem. I should be able to eat in the morning or whenever I want when I'm hungry. But I only have a certain amount of calories for the day, right? And if I feel like if I eat earlier, there's just like more time in the day for me to consume or want to consume calories. Like, if I start eating when I first wake up, if I start eating at, say, 9 o'clock in the morning, there's just so much time in the day for me to eat. Because if I eat at 9 a.m. or whatever, 9:30, I'm hungry again by 1, which would make sense, lunchtime, okay? And I get it. It's fine. I just do not need to be doing that. Because it's going to be so much easier for me to go over my calories. If I eat at 1, then, okay, that's fine. I'm hungry again by 3. I'll usually have a coffee or something. And is it hungry? No, because I could just drink some water it's not hungry. It's, I think, looking for dopamine hungry, and it consumes me. Okay? So I know it's just so easy to say, well, just don't eat then. Because it really is that easy, but is it really? Is it my willpower? Yeah, it's probably not very strong. You know, I've been fighting back and forth with this my entire life. And I feel like I've weakened my, let's call it my willpower muscle. I've weakened it by giving in, if like after short periods of time for a long time, you know. I'm struggling this morning, and it is giving me a moment to think about this stuff. It's a back and forth I have with myself all the time, where it just consumes my brain. Food noise, I guess, or just like the cycle of thoughts that I have when it comes to eating, calorie deficit, diet, wanting to focus, hating myself. Anyways, whatever, it's just a cycle. What I would like to say is that I have been following this properly for, I think it's 2 weeks now. I have to check like my phone or a calendar or something. I'm gonna say like a solid 2 weeks and a couple days maybe. And because of it, I've felt better about continuing to do it. Like, oh, it's already been, like, it's been this long. And I think what is helping me is the fact that I'm going to the gym. I feel like that's helping me a lot because, yeah, I've never ate really well and, oh, really well for me, okay? I've never ate well and gone to the gym at the same time, ever. I don't think in my life. And I'm doing that now. So I feel like it's been pushing me. It's been helping me, the fact that I'm doing both.